Up face. Get my water. If y'all hear me fall on camera, it's because it's dark and I can't see shit right now. Up, almost fell. I knew it. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it, but I didn't fall though. Oh my god, I make myself laugh. Anyways. uh. If y'all knew how tired I am right now, I'm tired as fuck, bro. I'm tired as fuck. Oh, man. We're in the setup phase. But I want to keep going on live stream every 2 hours. 2 hours a day. That's the goal. Why is this not? Hold on. Make your comments. We got one person in. Go ahead and like the video if you can. I'd appreciate that. You'd be the GOAT. Get them likes started. If you just walked in, I'm setting everything up. Can you like the video? All right, cool. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to put this on. Bam. There we go. And then they left the video and didn't even like the video. How tragic. How tragic. Oh, yeah, we on sleep mode. All right, cool. Damn. Whew. I am tired. Today was a very, very long day for me. I am tired as fuck right now. I usually take a nap before I get on live stream. I didn't. But I know for sure if I take a nap, I'm not waking up. and I have like quotas I want to do and quotas I want to meet. So I hope Saturday is going good for all of you guys. I know there were some UFC events. I didn't even watch them. Hey, Melissa. Yes, and then everybody was swearing up and down that you wasn't a martial arts instructor. The judo girl, right? Or woman. How old are you, Melissa? You know what? I apologize. I do not. I hate eating in people's ears. I apologize for that. I hate doing that shit. Because I hate when people do it to me. So I apologize for that. Someone said, I am trying to spread some positivity. Hope your day is as wonderful as you. Stay amazing. Heart slap. Heart sending love and positivity. Thank you. Your name is Caramel Lucifer. Wow. The fucking irony. What's good, Miss Bedford? How are you doing, Miss Bedford? You sound like you'd read me a nice damn. She said bye. Anyways, well, never mind. I won't say it. Judo, yes, you're 37 years old. How long you been doing judo? Damn. Yep. We have somebody spamming. Let me see. Put user in timeout for 24 hours. Yep. All right, let's see. You said Medford Cookie Shop. Say 6'7", and I'll donate 1,200. 6'7". I mean, 6'7". How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Funny name, yes. It's your cat's name? You named your cat Caramel Lucifer? That sounds crazy. You play 2K? I don't play 2K. What's good, Charles? 7 years judo is crazy. You play 2K? I don't play 2K. What's one piece of advice you would give to someone who is struggling with mental health issues? It doesn't get better. No one's coming to save you. But what you need to understand is you have a purpose, and there's something that you're designed to do in this lifetime that no one else can do. And you need to live for that. And I'm not going to sit here and give you false hope. It's going to get hard. One thing my neighbor told me is, he said, it's hard, but we got to do it. And that was like the best piece of advice I've been given. I had mental health issues. I wanted to off myself back in 2023. And when I saw that, when I realized I had a purpose, that's what stopped me from doing it. But it doesn't get better. It doesn't get easier. And I'm not going to lie to you. But when you understand that you have a purpose that you are designed to fulfill, and you need to live for that purpose, that'll change your whole mindset. So that's the best I can tell you. Lucifer and Caramel, that's what. No, like Caramel Lucifer is a crazy name. Like, coming in spreading positivity with the name of Caramel Lucifer is crazy. What's the longest some should say a white belt say there are 10 wins and 0 losses in competition? How long have they been training? How long has the white belt been training? Even if, like, because you might be at some competitions that are not, like, was it one person? Oh, man, I'm sorry, guys. I had a long day of training, and I am so fucking tired. But I was like, I'm gonna go live stream before I fall asleep. I know I'm gonna fall asleep if I don't go on live stream. 2 different cats. One name is, got you. So it's 2 of your cats. Caramel Lucifer. Hey, Brayley Miller. You're a nice person. I'm really not. I'm an honest person. You look like Jagan from, I don't know who that is, from Stray Kids. What advice would you give someone trying to be a YouTuber? Make sure you have a job. And it depends. I would say, like, YouTube is such an interesting, like, there we go. Make sure you're doing this shit not for money. You might not get money, like real money. It depends. What advice would I have someone trying to be a YouTuber? You gotta love this shit, man. You have to. Like, ask yourself this: if you knew that you was not gonna make money in the next 5 years, and then turns out that next 5 years might be 10 years, like you think, like, someone told you you're not gonna make money in 5 years, but then it actually might turn out 10 years. Would you be a YouTuber? Would you do it? If the answer is no, you shouldn't be a YouTuber. Like, people come into this game trying to get money off this stuff. And, like, while there is a way to get money in the first 6 months, like, now that I understand what I know, like, realistically, you could make, I wouldn't say life-changing money, but you could make some good money in the first 6 months. Maybe life-changing money. It depends on the topics that you're talking about and stuff. But you have to love it gotta be for the love of the game. What are you talking about on YouTube? You need to know what you're talking about that stands out from everyone else. Because one thing that I have, like, a big, that I criticize a lot of, like, just the new generation. And I'm not talking about young kids. I'm talking about this new era. Like, old people, young people, like just this new era. Nobody's original no more. Nobody's original. Everybody sees someone doing something, and because it's working for that person, they they try to copy it. And it's like, bro. All right, let me. So yeah, make sure you said, do you have a Nintendo Switch? I don't. I'm currently majoring in psychology, and I like to compliment you for sharing your experiences. It helps people feel not alone in theirs. Yeah. Caramel. I just think like I really honestly believe, and this might help you out. I think that people who never contemplated self deletion, like you cannot give someone advice. So like, okay, if you're speaking to someone, they're thinking of like self deletion, right? If you never thought about self deletion, I believe you won't give them correct advice because you're like, oh, you deserve it's gonna be all right. No, it's not gonna be all right. It's not. It's not gonna get better. But when you understand that it's not gonna get better, right? And you understand that you have a purpose to live, right? Even though it's not going to get better, you can make it better for yourself. That sounds so contradictory, but it's true. It's not like life is just going to get harder. Everything is going to get worse. Like we just found out like the US is now at war with Iran. Like nothing gets better. Everything progressively gets worse. But when you change your outlook and realize you have a purpose, that's when things start to turn out a little bit different. You know, do you have a no? I don't have a Nintendo Switch. Right on. Thank you, brother. Yeah, I'm about to go on a date at Chili's with my girl. So wish me luck. Like, it's your girl, right? Or is this like a brand new date? Do you compete gi or no gi jiu-jitsu? I compete no gi jiu-jitsu. What's going on, Lightning? Love you guys. Good to see you guys here again. There's a lot of stuff out there. So you saw that bomb shit? Nah, I did. Yeah. I thought y'all was lying last night when y'all said we were at war. I looked at that shit. I was like, oh shit, man. Yeah, we like the US is on one. We robbed the president from his own country, and then now we're bombing Iran and killing people. But I mean, Trump has already done shit like that. Like Trump killed who did Trump kill? It was like his last presidency. He shot like a missile and killed some dude and dropped a hashtag America on Twitter, bro. Like he been on that timing. But to say like we are officially at war and we're gonna destroy their navy, I was just like, it just got me curious. Like I was talking to the homegirl about that. I was like, we have spent so many years of everybody crying about Israel and Palestine and all this shit, right? I don't want to hear anybody complain about this because I didn't give a damn about what was going on over there. Me personally, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I didn't care because I'm gonna tell y'all why I didn't give a fuck. Because I knew that it required us to go fight. I knew that we was gonna like, oh my god, they're killing all these people. I'm like we have to stop the violence. They sitting over here marching and going back to their nice little comfy beds and shit. While you have like, and I'm just thinking in my mind, like, we're gonna have to go fight for that. If you want that type of shit to stop, we have to go fight. And here we are, we're about to fight. Please shout out Andy and Angelina Ankle. Is that like a Angelina and is that like some like slur or something? Andy and Angelina Ankle? Angelina Ankle. You know, like how if you say something fast, like like Lil Uzi Vert. If you say Lil Uzi Vert's name fast, it says Lucifer. I have a confession to make, and I don't know how people will respond. Go ahead, Lightning. You always on some bullshit. Lightning is always on some bullshit. I just know it. I know Lightning's on some bullshit right now. Will I enjoy sharing to the world? That's good, Teresa. Do you have a gaming console? I don't. I don't game no more. I don't game anymore. I used to. I just don't have time. I really do not have time to game anymore. Like, recently I've been kind of getting into mobile gaming, and now I understand why the Japanese mobile game so much. I'm telling you guys, the Japanese are so I will always I have such a deep love for Japanese culture, dude. They get it. They get it. And now, unfortunately, they ain't having enough sex to make babies, but like it's like they understand like how to navigate through technology. I just don't have time to video. I don't have time to sit down anymore and video game like I used to. Now, maybe when it's like if people start dropping gifts and this live stream gets huge, then I'll be able to buy like a computer and we could sit back and we could talk, we could game. There's all types of stuff that we'll probably be able to do. That's what I'm trying to get this live stream to be like. But let me continue reading. Speedy Bumbry says, "Shout me out." Well, I read your comments, so that's a shout out. Do YouTube as a hobby, and if it turns into a career, respect to you, especially with the monetization model constantly changing. Also, all AI content should be watermarked and flagged as it's a risk. Exactly. I think I feel like YouTube has considerably made it difficult to be a YouTuber now. I'm so happy I took advantage of YouTube when they were trying to figure out shorts. Because at the time, YouTube was paying big money. Like YouTube, Facebook, they were all paying big money for shorts. At one time, you realistically could have made like $5,000 a month. Like off of the output that I'm doing right now, I would have made $5,000 a month. And it was easy to get attention. But now they've drastically scaled that back. What job would you do besides any job besides a YouTuber? I mean, like, I'm not saying don't be a YouTuber. I'm just saying it's hard. It's hard now. And then people's attention span is so like terrible now. So I would say this is what I would say. If you want to be a YouTuber, you need to have a niche that you are actually passionate about. Like, you need to have something that you think about every single day that you just need to share to the world. Like, that to me, like, that's where it's going now with this content creation shit. Like, you need to, let me see something. Sorry, guys, take this off. All right. Back to what I was saying though. You need to have a passion for this shit. Let me say this PG-13. You need to love the game. Okay? You need to have something that you just cannot, like, you go to sleep thinking about that. What made me get on live stream was I guess technically I'm trying to be a streamer, but like, what was it? There we go. If you go on my page right now and you look at my shorts, right? So I get paid by shorts. Like, that's how I get paid. And then I was trying to I was trying to do like long form content, like the videos or whatever. But I was going to sleep every night and I was like, I have so much shit to say. I have so much stuff in my mind. And then I'm not even talking to people. Like, I'm not even like connecting to people. Because online, the comment sections like are very filtered, they're very one-dimensional, and sometimes very toxic and volatile. And there's so much stuff I want to talk about. Like, if you guys have watched my stream enough, because I've been on live 2 hours a day, like solidly for 10 days. You guys see how I bounce from topic to topic really fast. So that's what I'm saying. If you want to be a YouTuber, you need to have passion for it, like for a topic that because people are going to copy you. Once you become successful, people are going to copy you. But the viewers see your passion and they stick with you because of your passion. So, sorry I stayed a little bit too long on this, but I'm gonna continue. You said that is very true. Everyone experiences things different. It's understanding Golly. Cameron Lucifer said that is very true. Everyone experiences things differently. It's understanding the individual and helping them through their experience. Yeah. Um, well, because you said you were a psych major. I'm just saying, like, if you never experienced mental health issues, I just like I personally cannot see how you would be able to help someone out with mental issues. Because the reason why I say that is because people come to these people with mental issues and they come at them in a sympathy type of manner instead of empathy. I think there's a lack of empathy for people with mental health issues, and you're probably like, well, I'm giving them empathy. Well, from the person who's had mental health issues, like I literally like stressed myself out that for a time I went involuntarily bald. Now I'm voluntary bald, but I was involuntary bald for a while because my hair was falling out. And I've had mental health issues before, and I'm just like, people don't understand it, especially as a man. Like, especially as a man, people don't understand it. But that's why now I don't let things get to me like I used to. I let trolls come in. Like it is what it is now. Like I let shit roll off me. But anyways, let's see what Lightning said. That's the same guy I see in the comments talking about going on a date. He's lying. I'm a liar. I'm a liar. So I know. Wait, World War III. Wait, Lightning, you don't know about like Iran bombing? No, U.S. bombing Iran. Chelsea. Okay, that happened to J. What happened to the J Cat? I wear different hats. I always wear different hats. He said, "Bro, I just saw a streamer holding money in his hand, showing it to the camera, so he's doing it for the money." I mean, that's fine. Like, yes, like streaming makes money, so yeah, like there are people doing it for money. I think everything in this life that we're doing is for resources of some sort, but I just think I think it's very disingenuous to. Well, it depends, because maybe his followers don't respect themselves. I just think it's disingenuous to be with my fans. Like, let's say I don't know. Let's say, because I believe it. I believe in 6 months this stream is gonna be huge as fuck. Like, mark my words. I believe in 6 months this stream is gonna be huge. And let's say I'm getting bans off of this stream. Why would I take a wad of cash and flash it in you guys' face? Like, do you not love your fans? I don't know. But anyways, an advertisement or an art backdrop would be cool. We are in the dark ages of this stream. I literally sat a camera down and started talking. Well, like I said, once money and stuff starts rolling in, y'all gonna see y'all gonna see a desk pop up. Like I said before, when I first started the stream, I had this. This is when I first started. And there was a very annoying buzzing sound when I talked. Okay? And then I didn't have this chair. I had it was like a tiny chair. Yeah, and what else did I had? I think that was it. But now I got a microphone. Now I have a better chair. So we, like, hey, all this is for free too. So I'm not asking for money. It's just gonna naturally happen. It's gonna naturally get better. What up? What up? What's good, Kevin? What's good, Kingo? I think I said your name right. I decided on my major because of the mental health struggles I've been through. I want to be the type of person for someone that my psychologist was for me. That's beautiful. I love that, Caramel. I love that a lot. You have health issues. I think like a few weeks ago I got like majorly sick. Like majorly sick, and I still have that fucking cough. It's getting better, but like I don't know what that was. But everyone said there was a bug going around. I'm like, what bug was that? Because I didn't get treated for it. I just kind of thugged it out. And the more I train martial arts, the more that cough is going away. But I feel fine. I just don't know what that is. But it's getting better though. So I don't think I have health issues. You said a guy who trains his young daughter in jiu-jitsu Dominic Berry smashes it with subs and views. I find his coaching at comps a bit full on, but it is killer YouTube content. Maybe copy. I think I feel like he I feel like he grifted his own kids, to be honest. I don't want to sound like a hater, but like um I'm not going to break that down cuz it could get real creepy the way I could break that down, and I don't want people clip like that one. I'm not even going to play with someone's kids like that. But like not play with someone's kids, but like I know what he's doing. Me and my homegirl talked about that. It's good and it's weird at the same time, but I'm not going to say nothing. Because he tried, notice that he tried to do boxing. He tried to show his own merit, but it didn't go nowhere. You get what I'm saying? So to be very nice about it, he's living vicariously through his kids, if that makes sense, you know? And I mean, you know, that's fine. But if I have kids, by the time I have kids, I would have stood on my own 2 feet, you know? So whatever. But I'm no hate, no shade on him though. No shade. Because I ain't really going like I could have went in. If I was a hater, I could have explained to you how weird it is to me, but no. I just don't think he has its own merit, and he's using his kids for merits points. Great dad though. Well, I have to hop off here. I like the sub. I look forward to your next live. Stay awesome, my friend. Thank you, Caramel. I come on live every day. The times is fucking terrible, to be honest. Everyone's like, oh, you should have a dedicated time. I'm like, my life does not go like that. Like, like I am training all day, and I get on when I can. I wish I had a dedicated live, but I don't. Maybe that's why my live, my views be going up and down oddly. Yeah. Where was I going? That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna explain why I'm so tired. So today, I posted on my shorts I like that's not the whole day, but it kind of is a little bit of what I did today. So I woke up, I was up all last night. That's number one. We was up, what time was we up till? Like 3 o'clock, I think. I think it was up to like 3 o'clock in the morning. And so I sat down, got some sleep. I got like 4 hours of sleep, woke up. That's why I'm tired. Yeah, I got like 4 hours of sleep, woke up, went to Muay Thai. No, I went to boxing first. Then I did Muay Thai, and then I did Muay Thai sparring. So that was like 3 hour session. And then I sat down for a little bit, and then I went to teach MMA. And then we had this new strength and conditioning coach, which I am super excited about. It's like a duo of a strength and conditioning coach. And their whole philosophy is they do not want me to get tired in a fight. So that's going to be dope. I cannot wait to put that into effect for my March 21st fight. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then, then I got home and I started editing videos and stuff like that. And yeah, I usually take a nap before I get on live stream. I didn't take a nap. So I'm like, I'm already cooked. I'm cooked like a motherfucker. But like I said before, I am determined to go 2 hours live every day. That's something I want to do. I think every time I spend 2 hours on live, we all connect. That's what I feel. But anyways, that was my day so far. What foods get you through a day like that? You want to know something I've learned? Protein is so important. I was cuz I'm tired, but I do not feel like how I felt on what day was that? I think that was Wednesday or Monday. Like what I've learned about protein is protein basically is energy regulation. So when you sit back and you so like, okay, let me explain this. Because I love talking about food. So you have your vegetables, right? Vegetables is just micronutrients. Like basically, vegetables is just vitamins. That's it. It's just vitamins. That's about it. And then I mean there's energy in it, but like, you know, it's not it's not the best of energy. And then you have like carbohydrates, which gives you energy, right? But that's just like rice or potatoes. It gives you small doses of energy. But if you want sustained energy throughout the day, the amount of protein that you take is highly important. So now I find myself now always like literally before I got on, I literally like drank a whole thing of Nesquik, which has like 14 grams of protein. So I'm always paying attention to how much protein I'm taking throughout the day. Like I just think protein is like so key to what if you want to train all day and stuff like that. Sleep too is I mean you can eat very well, but sleep is very important. That's why before I do anything I usually go to sleep. But I just knew I know it. You know, after a while you start learning your body. Like, you know, once you take naps and stuff, you know when you're gonna sleep the rest of the night. And I just know like if I lay down, I'm not getting back up. So you know, today was a really good day. I had fun today. I had such a good time. But yeah, that's the foods that get you through a day like that. Protein. That's all I can say. Protein. Like you could pick. See, that's the thing. When you know micronutrients, protein, and carbohydrates, you could literally put whatever. You could just mix whatever in there. Like I like right before I got on, I cooked that. That's probably why I'm sleepy too. I cooked me some beef patties, diced them up. Oh, so good. Diced up the beef patties, ate them. That was like 23 grams of protein per patty. So what was that? 23, 26. So I had 46 grams of protein. Yeah, you need to mix the liquid and solid proteins together. You have to mix them both. Like solid protein is good, but like liquid carries more protein, but it's not a solid. So you need some actual solids in you. But yeah, I could talk about food all day. Food is really fun. I like food. Food is very underrated. Oh, we are quiet tonight. We are quiet. Well, I'm not coming up with good topics. That's what's going on. Let me see. Let me pull out these old topics because we are oddly silent tonight. What happened with Iran? Where did they bomb? Do you know, Smitty? I know that they bombed like one of the officials of Iran's house and killed him. I think the general. See, one thing y'all don't give Trump credit for. And I think like Trump does this incredibly well. He kills the person that would retaliate against us. Like Trump does that incredibly well. I would even make a video about that. Yes, we are officially no, like we're officially at war with Iran. Officially. Like it's not like ifs or buts goes, we're officially at war. So I'm curious of what Russia, China, and North Korea is gonna do. Because that right there, that declaration of war is literally the start of World War III. Literally. You said thanks for that. No problem, Vault. That's World War III. 100%. But what I'm saying is what makes Trump so dangerous. Like people do not give Trump credit for that. They're just like, oh my God, he's bad. He's bad. Before Trump does something, he kills the leader that would have retaliated against us. Like he does it and then he starts talking shit and makes a decision. I would say like while a lot of the other presidents crawled and hid, Trump is like stood 10 toes with his nuts hanging. Um, you said your lives are getting hundreds of views off rip though. It is. The lives are getting like really huge now. But don't it's okay. Like I'm having a grand time. It's gonna keep getting better, I think the late night lives, because usually the trolls come in. Ghost. The trolls at night. if like when you fall asleep and I come on, the night trolls are some of the most craziest people I've ever seen in my life. The stuff that they say is insane. It's like a trifecta of the 3 stages of hell with these guys. It's insane the way they go. But anyways, but yeah, back to Trump though. Like Trump, like I gotta give that man credit. Like every time we've gotten into something, he got rid of the leader that would have like escalated the problem even more. But I'm curious. I don't know what's gonna happen. I wasn't paying attention to Iran. I wasn't paying attention. I know they were bombing their citizens or something. I don't know. I was not paying attention to none of that. And now I have to like pay attention to all this stuff. I like usually I don't pay attention to nothing if it doesn't affect me. But when Trump said that he said American lives are going to be lost and we have to do that, I'm like, who? What do you mean by that? Whose lives are about to be lost? Are you talking about the American soldiers, American citizens? He just said Americans. And people are just dropping like it reminds me of when Jar Jar Binks in Star Wars was sitting back and he was like he was talking about the New Republic and stuff like that, right? Or the new whatever. And you just see Sidious just sitting there, and it just felt like menacing and doom-like, And that's kind of how it felt. Like he's like, Americans are gonna die, but it's for the good. And everyone's like, yeah. And I'm just like, that cue the Star Wars music. Dun 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 dun. The prequels had had a great freaking soundtrack. It just felt like that. I was like, damn. Dun, 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 dun. Like that shit was fucking beautiful. But like I felt, yeah, I don't know. I'm like, who's dying? What do you mean? Who's dying? Scary times, man. And then like, but it is funny though, because we have like all these people running around. I think at this, you know something crazy? I think what's about to start happening is you need to have your tribe at this point. Like in about if in about 5 years, perhaps. In about 5 years, I think the connection for people, if this war like really gets serious, like it's gonna be about who you know. Like I don't think people are gonna be willing to meet new people no more. I went to school with Ray. Oh, you did? She's hot. I hate her character, but she's hot. The actual actress. Yeah, I think he was talking about our troops. I don't know. I don't know if he was talking about our troops. Vault, was she a cool person in person? I hate what they did with Star Wars, dude. I hate what they did with Star Wars. Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. What else am I missing? They messed something else up too. It started off with Ghostbusters. They fucked up Power Rangers too, kind of on the low. When they said what Rita was, I forgot what they did with that one. That was stupid too. They've really, Hollywood has really destroyed nerd culture. Like all of the cool shit has been destroyed. Marvel, Marvel, but Marvel's kind of interesting though because they've sold me with this Doomsday shit. So I think Marvel kind of knew like, okay, we gotta get our audience back. Like I saw Cyclops screaming with his eyes out with the optic blast that that infamous when he can't take it no more, he just takes the vision off. And he just like shit was fucking cool, dude. I'm like, okay, like you guys have caught my attention. So Marvel, but like, see that's the cool thing about Marvel though, because Marvel has so many characters that they've created that even if one character is ruined, there's other characters that we still like to see. Yeah, Magneto, like all that stuff. Like just hearing the X-Men, Fantastic Four, Avengers in Doomsday, Doctor Doom is Tony Stark right now. Well, or like I don't know. I don't like what they did with Kang the Conqueror. I think Kang the Conqueror should have been a much bigger threat than they've done with him. um, but for the most part, Marvel they know how to get to their audience. But video games too has been ruined. I think like we've given into the woke crowd, like people who didn't fuck with us when we had nothing. We've gave them too much power. We gave them way too much power. You say, isn't the Doom Tony Stark thing femme though? Oh no, like that's legit. Like that's legit. Robert Downey Jr. is playing as Doctor Doom. That's legit. You think Loki is bringing back Cap? I don't know. I know. I think Thor is gonna die in this movie. That's all they have though. Like Marvel only has nostalgia. That's really all Marvel has. But besides that, I think like I think in the next like maybe 5 years, like I don't think Marvel's is gonna continue its run because that what they did with the TV shows and all these other B class superheroes, I feel like they fucked up a lot of stuff. Like they had to grab the old cast from the 2010s era to bring everything back. So it's kind of like Spider-Man No Way Home, where they had to bring back OG Spider-Mans to keep everybody interested, So like, when is it when we are gonna create new shit? Like I think the most modern original thing right now, and that ended with Stranger Things. I didn't watch Stranger Things, but to see like the level of impact is done on the new generation is phenomenal. Now the funny thing about it is when they fucking create a Stranger Things remake or a reboot, then the new generation is gonna see how we fucking felt. Are you Wesley, bro? I don't know what that means. Are you a wrestler? Yeah. Well, not really a wrestler. I'm a jiu-jitsu athlete. He's playing drums, Doom, but he's Victor, not Tony, right? Yeah. Well, he might still be Tony Stark, but Tony Stark, like they might have switched it. Like, I think this Doom, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I just know he's Doom, though. I feel like they gave us quantity over quality. Yeah, they've ruined everything. They've ruined everything. You say you see me somewhere? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe you have. Yeah, they've ruined everything. I used to be a huge video games nerd. I feel like um the last guard that we have is anime. And even that right there is losing its hold because we're having It's like when original in this era when original shit is happening, people like have a bad habit of trying to destroy it. I don't know. Cause what did we have? We had video games. We had that went to shit first. That was the first. That was the beginning of this shit. And then it went to the movies, and then it went to TV shows, and then it went to just I don't know, it's all types of stuff. Anyways, but that's nerd culture, man. That's nerd culture for you. Oh man, I feel good. How has you guys' days been? That's a good question. How has everybody been? I would like to hear what's going on. We've argued 2 nights in a row about religion. So I hope we don't go there. Um, you say you enjoy catching the replays? Oh my god. Ghost. So, that's a good thing. I have a question, Ghost. I'm curious about this. When you watch the replays, do you see can you see the comments, or is it that I have to read the comments out loud so you can follow along with what's going on? Because when I watch it, I can't see the live stream comments, and I think that's kind of like that's kind of sad because I think like if you see the live comments going down, it's like way better. Because there like the last 2 streams was really intense. It was like we were late at night just fucking arguing. It was great though, but like if you just see me like just talking and you don't see the comments, I think YouTube wants to be like I heard YouTube they're trying to be like they're trying to beat Twitch, they're trying to beat TikTok. But bro, like there's so much that they're not doing. They need to bring me to the YouTube headquarters and I'll be like, bro, this like we need to fix this. There's stuff that you guys are not doing. But yeah, anyways. Yeah. You said no, I don't see the comments. Lay back, eyes closed. And okay. Well, that's good. I'm happy I'll read the comments over because I hate that YouTube doesn't do that. But it's okay. We be talking about all types of stuff though. It's amazing. I should have so yeah, I don't want to talk about God tonight. Love God, but the debate of God, I'm sick of that shit right now. And I don't want to talk about what else was it? It was some other thing we were talking about. Something else we were talking about. I was looking at my old live streams and I used to pull in like 5,000 views. I was like, how the hell was I doing that? What was I doing? And you was here when we did it, Ghost. It's crazy. But Ghost, I don't remember like those live streams says it was 5,000 views, but I don't remember it was jumping like it is now. You said Coach yeah. So Coach Z does the same. Yeah. The little MMA dude. I think it just helps. It lets people know that I'm actually like reading everyone's comments. But like back to what I was saying, like I don't remember I was pulling in 5K views, right? But I don't remember the me being as engaged as I am now. I don't remember that. It just I don't know, it feels weird. Like I read the comments, but I don't remember like constantly reading comments. And I also did, but I think I'm gonna buy me a new phone because I had I watched the old video and I had like I had a phone, but that phone broke. So and it was easier for me to come up with different topics because I would just type it out instead of writing it. So yeah. You said numbers? I don't know, man. I don't know. Vault, you said Ray, you went to high school with Ray. Was Ray fine in high school or was she weird? Like, did y'all know she was gonna be famous? Or like did y'all know or was she I don't know. Cause I got some stories of girls that I knew that kind of like, well, no one in my high school really blew up but me. Derek, I've already said 6'7". You supposed to give me something. You didn't give me something. You was like, I'll give you 1,200 something. You said real chill. Okay, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. So she was chill. Yeah, no one in my high school like really like blew up like that. So you said famous there's a few famous it was a performing arts school. Oh. That's actually cool. So you was part of a performance. I could have been an actor, but I had like such low confidence at the time. It's kind of sad. I always knew I was gonna be big in something though. I always had that feeling. I remember when I was 17, I said it. I said I'm gonna be famous. I'm not famous enough though. Someone asked me that question. They were like, Smitty, do you think like you're famous? And I was like, no. Because to me, famous is like, I mean, I do walk on the street and people recognize me. Like I do experience that, but like the type of fame I'm interested in is, and I said it before, I show Speed's fame. To me, that's famous. That is fucking famous. The school is where Black Widow trained in the Ultron movie. Oh, Scarlett Johansson. She's hot too. You wanna know what pissed me off a few years ago? Scarlett Johansson was like, I only get like she was like, it seems like women do that. Like they benefit off of their beauty, kind of like the porn stars. But once they get aged out, they suddenly like hate the fact that everyone cares about beauty. And I'm just like, he said, "Do you mean Scarlett Johansson?" Yeah, Ghost. Like he's talking about Scarlett Johansson. Yeah, she was just like, "Oh my god, all we care about is beauty." I'm like, "Girl, you literally was the hot it chick. You didn't care. I have yet to see a hot chick advocate for what out of style hot chicks advocate for. I've yet to see it happen. Let's say like a corn star, an adult entertainer star. They will blow through so many dudes, be the it girl, get all types of unknown godly things happening to her on camera. That girl retire and swear that she was taken advantage of. And it's just like it's like the same story every time. Oh, there was a topic I saw and I wanted to talk about it on live and it just hit me, but I forgot what it was. Damn. It was speaking of girls. What? It's probably something I read on Threads. Did y'all know that Threads is the scummiest place on earth to ever be at? Don't have Threads. If you don't want to be irritated, don't be on Threads. Don't go on Threads if you don't want to be irritated. It's terrible. Yeah. Oh man, I'm tired. God damn. I am exhausted tonight. And we barely got through an hour. I was hoping everybody would carry me tonight, but it looks like Smitty, it's fucking Saturday. It's fucking Saturday. People are outside. So geeked, where are you geeked for? What are you geeked for? It is Saturday. It just hit me right now. Like it's Saturday. I should have went on live stream like much earlier, like I promised I would. Oh, you off the Mary Jane? What is it? Indica or sativa? Where do you popping on? You said the topic is based off cornstarch being taken advantage of. No, it was something else that piggybacked off of. But yeah, cornstarch jump up indica. Nice. I don't need to smoke. I'm gonna fall asleep. I'm gonna be like this on. I'm gonna be like this on live stream. That's gonna be so embarrassing. I was here yesterday, last night. Oh yeah, I remember you. Yeah, I remember you. I'm tired today, dog. We were up all night. Do it. Do what? Nah. We have quotas to do. Ghost, you said based off of corn stars being taken advantage of. No, I was just like it was gonna piggyback off of that. But yeah, corn stars always jump up like right. Was it Riley Reed? I love Riley Reed. Riley Reed was amazing when she was young. I actually stopped watching so much corn. I don't really watch that stuff no more. But when Riley Reed first hit the scene, oh my god, I was like, who is that? I love them white girls that like black men like that. I but then but then she kind of revealed herself to be kind of dumb. She said that she was with her man, and when she would come home from getting like basically banged up by like 10 dudes, her man didn't want to kiss her and she didn't understand why. I'm just like, bruh, what do you think? Hi, Ellie. Ellie, we spoke before. Was we arguing or were we cool? I can't remember, Ellie. I cannot remember. I'm a little bit tired today, so I'm low bat. There we go. I'm low bat today. I likely you said Riley Reid looks like my former boss. That's terrible. Yeah, we're not. Riley Reid's amazing, dude. I don't know what's going on with her nowadays, but she was amazing when she was young. Who else was amazing? It's crazy though, cause like you would think like these girls being so famous, they would what am I trying to say? Like you would think they would keep having success. But what trips me out is like Johnny Sins. Everyone knows who Johnny Sins is. The bald white guy. Homie is famous, dude. And he's been in the game forever, you know? Like I was talking to some Filipina chick and she joked about Johnny Sins. And she was young, a young chick. And I was like, what do you know about Johnny Sins? She's like, we all know about Johnny Sins out here. And I was just like, what the fuck, bro? Like, oh, you said your former boss was hot? Okay. I was like, what does that mean? You know? Like watching your stream to be calm. Oh, thank you. That's good. I'm a little bit low battery today. You said, hey, Smitty, you watched the Barrios versus Garcia fight as well as a Clarissa Shields fight. Much love from D-Town. I got family out there. You're Puerto Rican. I got family out in the D-Town, Dallas, Texas. RP. My mom, she passed away in Dallas, Texas. I went to school in Dallas, Texas. I got love for the D-Town. I was in the I was in the Grove. I lived in the Grove. That's where I lived at, in the Grove. If you really from Dallas, you know where the Grove is at. I lived in the Grove. Pleasant Oaks. Was it Pleasant Oaks? I think that was the street. Pleasant Oaks. Yeah. I think it was Pleasant Oaks. But I was in snack dab in the middle of the Grove. Anyways, let me ask you a question because now you woke me up with some fight questions. I only saw highlights of the Barrios and Garcia fight. I saw Garcia knocked him down a couple times. Well, no, one time. I only seen one time. Clarissa Shields, I'm honestly not interested in Clarissa Shields. So, I mean, I'd go check him out though. Was the fight good? I could check it out. Low key, he is not gonna be a legend when this is all said and done. But I love Ryan Garcia. I love how he is truly himself. With a lot of these Mexican fighters, they're like their identity is Mexican. behavior is Mexican. That sounds racist, but anybody that listens, they'll know what I'm talking about. Ryan Garcia literally is his own man. You know? Like, I respect. I've never, like, usually in a world where you lose in boxing, you're irrelevant. Ryan Garcia has taken L's. He's done erratic stuff, and people still fuck with him. They will come in droves and watch this man because they know he's gonna come fight. So I respect him. You said that's ironic. Me too. Off of Bruton St. Augustine. So you really know what's up. I love it, bro. Much respect to you and your family, bro. Yes, 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 yes. It's been a long time. I don't remember all the streets in D-Town, but I do remember, like, I remember walking around, and then I also was I went to school in Mystique. I think it was Mystique. Yeah, I went to I went to Samuel High School. You can check that out. Samuel was bad. I went to Samuel. I went to Teich Elementary. Also for middle school, I forgot what that school's name was. Wow, I forgot what that school. It's been so long. You said Ryan gets a lot of hate, but I respect it. I respect Ryan Garcia, dude. I respect him. I think when I take my first major L, I think I'm gonna like really study him, the way he handled losses. I mean, a couple of times he did kind of like, you could tell that he was like sad by it, but he just kind of like he was clearly sad, but he just acted erratic in a different way. But I respect that man. If I ever see him, I'm gonna tell him too. I'm like, bro, I respect the way you like just stay yourself. You know, I love how he took the whole thing with Oscar. Yeah. You got a favorite NBA team? Let's talk about NBA. I would say I grew up as a Lakers fan, so naturally I'm Lakers. LA is very serious about our Lakers. I grew up watching Kobe. I would say the person that really, really made me love basketball was LeBron James. I think when LeBron James was on the Cavaliers and he was fighting to get the ring, not Miami LeBron, the Cavaliers LeBron, when he went back and got them a ring. That LeBron made me love basketball. Steph Curry too, like that rivalry. Of course, when they got Kevin Durant, they ruined everything. But and he had to leave too. But like LeBron James made me really like basketball. I know basketball is a team sport, but individually, I just like the adversity he's gone through. I'm a big fan of LeBron. I would love to see him match Jordan, but he might be lucky if he even matches Kobe. So, and then the whole Bohemian Grove thing. What's your thoughts on that? What you mean by that? The Bohemian Grove thing? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Hold up. Y'all gotta inform me. Y'all have to inform me because y'all saying names, and I probably know what you guys are talking about, but I don't know what we're talking about. Let's talk about it. You said, I feel like Ryan's mental is on a different level because when other fighters taking L, it seems like some of them can't get over the mental defeat. But I've seen Ryan do it multiple occasions. Exactly. Love Kobe, my second favorite. The person that made me love it was KD. I know the whole team thing or whatever, but his years on OKC was crazy. And his Thunderstruck movie was my favorite. I literally just seen a short of this dude going off on why Kevin Durant isn't a legend, and he was spitting nothing but facts. Like, it wasn't even the other team. He was just saying like Kevin Durant chokes, and Russell Westbrook chokes too. Like I used to love Russell Westbrook, but he chokes too. Who else chokes? Fucking Chris Paul, dude. Chris Paul, my God, like he is the biggest flopping choke I've ever seen. He always gets injured when it counts. Are you Italian? I'm black. I'm black. I think I'm black. I think. I I just took a guess. That's what happened. I just took a guess. You said I got to touch one of the trophies the Heat won when LeBron James was with the Heat. I used to love Dwayne Wade, but what he did with his kid was some weird shit. Yeah, Dwayne. Has basketball lost its touch? Let's talk about that. Has basketball lost its cultural power? I don't think football has. Football hasn't. Football is still pretty like I still see people go crazy over football. But basketball, it just don't feel the same no more. Like, and these dudes are like, are they getting better? Like, I remember this, I remember I would follow the highlights of basketball like games if I missed the game. And then sometimes the highlights was better than the than the game itself. So I just watch highlights. I knew about what every player was getting into. But now it just doesn't feel the same. You said I don't think it's as popular as it once was, in my opinion. You said as a hooper, yes, bro. Like, it used to be a hooper dream, bro. Like, now in the Philippines, though, basketball is huge. In the Philippines, it's huge. But like in America, like it just don't feel the same. You said Dwayne Wade did something weird with his kid. I also shook hands with Coach. Then what I mean by that is like Dwayne Wade allowed his son to become trans. And I think Dwayne Wade also said that he had gay thoughts too or something. Like Dwayne Wade without basketball like revealed himself to be a really like a big fucking weirdo. You know, I mean, I'm not saying like his son shouldn't be gay or nothing, but like it's like the way the media pushed it, it was weird as fuck. It was weird. It was weird. And then I like as a conspiracy theorist, like a black man, we need more masculine black men. We do. like Ghost, I feel like you're a white man. I believe you said you were white, right, Ghost? The problem with white men today, and this is not a race thing, because I think some of you probably think that's where this is going. Like white men's problem is you have your white women trying to emasculate you guys, you know, and everyone fucking hates white men for some weird reason. You know, they're mad. They're mad at today's white men who didn't do shit for what yesterday's white men did, you know? So white men's problem is like keeping the respect or whatever, but like black men's problem is like the image, like I don't mind the black image, the hypersexual aggressive image being softened. I don't mind that. But the way they're softening it is they make the black man gay. Like they promote the fuck out of gay black men. There's nothing wrong with gay black men, by the way, but like why is that the inverse of a soft black man? You know? Now we do have black nerds. I think the black nerds have done incredibly well with showing an alternative, but not everybody's a nerd. You know, not everybody's like that. And man, I don't know. But look, back to we talking about hooping, and we talking about other stuff too. Like, but I want to stick with that. You said now it's just 3-pointers, sidesteps, foul baiting. Maybe that's what killed the game. Do you think that's what killed the game? Like something happened. Something happened. I don't know what it is. Something happened where it's just not interesting no more. Like basketball, maybe that's what it is. Like lack of drive into the paint. Because they're like the same way if you watch boxing, right? And you see techniques, there used to be techniques in basketball too. The post up, all this stuff. Like, I don't know. You said I used to love oh yeah. I always said that fucking thing. The Globetrotters. I've always said it wrong, but I know what you're talking about. I always pronounced it wrong. Like the NBA is getting better and the talent coming in is definitely crazy. I think it was going downhill because our goals are getting older. I'm sorry. I'm gonna read what you said again. You said like the NBA is getting better and the talent coming in is definitely crazy. I think it was going down because our goats are getting older. I don't think that's it, dog. Like we there is a lack of star power. And it's like that in hip hop too. Like hip hop and the NBA are oddly similar. Like they're oddly similar. And I'm starting to realize so what makes basketball, no, football like I think it's going to take a while before football falls off, right? Um because football is team based. So you like there's people who year after year, I'm talking year after year, their team fucking loses, but they're still a fan. Like they are a lifelong fan of that team. So basketball is different though, and hip hop is different too. It's superstars. You need like I think that might be what's going on. A lack of visible, recognizable superstars. I think that's what it is. Did you see the dunk contest this year? Like, like what? Like, no. I get what you're saying, but like you said, where are the dunkers? They make all the high flyers focus on the three ball. Like, I'm telling you, dude. Like SGA wants to be a rapper so bad. Yeah. Because all races play that sport. Blacks play basketball, in my opinion. Ooh, you might be right. But no, that goes back to me saying like basketball and hip hop are like they're similar. It's literally about the person. Like it's a team sport, but at the same time, it's individual. It's a team sport, but it's individual too. You know, I feel like you have one dude on a team that everybody's came to see, and everyone else is just producers. Like the same way you want to listen to a rapper rap, but he didn't make that song. There was a team of producers or maybe like other people that helped make the song come together, but he's the main voice. That's the same thing with NBA. You might be right though. But then cuz you don't even like okay, watch this. This is how you know basketball is dying. Like sneaker culture is dead. It's not huge like it used to be. Like sneaker culture is not the same. Is your throat okay, Smitty? As a talker, you're gonna need to lubricate your vocal cords. No, you're right. You're no, it ain't no homo. You're right. You're right. You're fucking right. You're right. Shit. Mm-hmm. No, it ain't homo, Ghost. That's health. That's health. Let me read what you said again. You say, is your throat okay, Smitty? As a talker, you're going to need to lubricate your vocals. No homo, like with honey and drink your water, which you do already. Nah, you're right. Shit. I'm with you on that, Ghost. That's real. What's going on, Detective? Victor Wembley. Yeah. Most of these hoopers nowadays want to be rappers, and these rappers want to be NBA stars, and it's really ridiculous, in my opinion. Oh, man. Let's get into that. It's like I feel like hoopers they want an edge. Like they like if you just hoop all day, you're there's an edge that you're lacking to yourself. There's an edge. So with me, I'm gonna take me as an example. My edge is that I'm a fighter. Okay. So I don't need to act tough. I'm a fighter. I think every profession needs an edge, but then even fighters in a weird ass way, they want edge too. So I just feel like with these hoopers, they just need like an edge, something that like when what's that motherfucker's name? Oh my god, Ja Morant. He wanted an edge. He wanted that edge so bad. He wanted to he needed that. And then when you look at rappers want edge too. I need to look into that. This edge thing. Like people they want something that just makes them look different. With me as a fighter, I wanted people my edge is I want people to know I'm fucking smart. That's why I'm live streaming. I'm like, no, I want people to know I'm fucking smart. So I think at some point people say I'm more than this. I'm like a hooper. Like I remember a few years ago when LeBron was advocating for something, they said shut up and dribble, right? I think there's with them, they want something bigger than a shut up and dribble. They're like, I'm more than shut up and dribble. Rappers, I don't know, because rappers is interesting. Like you, well, rappers want to prove that they physically are tough. That's what rappers want to do. They want to prove that they're physically tough. That's what they want to prove, because you're talking all day, So it's interesting. Let me read what you guys are saying. Let me read what you guys are saying. You say, yeah, the fives came out today. I'm good off it. Not sneakers right now for real, besides the Hardens. Bro, I'm telling you, sneakers, sneakers are not what they used to be. I remember, I used to love when girls that's crazy. I remember girls used to be heavy sneakerheads. I remember that. Now they all are in heels with their toes done, with white toes and stuff now. But I remember girls used to be real sneakerheads, for real, for real. They used to be in the little pencil dress with the sneakers on. That shit was hot. I miss that. Why do Spanish people use English lettering so they could do business with us to get phones, televisions, streamer, makeup, hair things? They want the U.S. to learn. Wait. Hold on. Wait. What about the Spanish people? And the jazz are popping right now. There's a few killers. Yeah, I just think you said honey is great for the throat. It kills bacteria. Like taking a spoonful before you go live. Ooh. Yeah, I do have that cough. Yeah, I don't know. I was sick for a while, and I don't know what the cough is. It's a weird cough I've had. But the sickness I had, and I'm gonna tell you what that sickness was. It's going down though, but I had it was early January. I was it was multiple things. Bad breakup. I had an asthma attack. And I know an asthma attack sounds like, oh my god, he was falling. No, it was normal. I had an asthma attack. My brain there was something going on with my brain. It was multiple things that happened, and I had this crazy cough, and I was bedridden for 2 weeks, and then no one knew I was sick either. No one knew I was sick. And then I finally got off it, and here I am. Yeah. No, it was in February. It was in February. Like half of the month of February, I was sick. So I'm starting to finally get off it. So, but I am gonna start. I am gonna do that ghost. I might do it on live. I might buy I might buy some honey, and I'm gonna get a spoonful because I like showing people that I take their advice. Real, real Buddha see no threat. What do you mean by that? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, Arcs. I'm curious. What's your definition of smart? Ooh, that's a good question. They're trying. They're trying too hard to go futuristic right now. Now, girls. Now, girls just that or Asics. Um, there's so many things I want to talk about. So, Arcs, what are you talking about? I don't know what you said something about Spanish people. I want to know what you mean because I that's a topic I don't know if you're trolling, but that's a topic I do want to go to. What is my definition of smart? Um, I think someone that's aware, someone that's aware, someone that can read the room. Hmm. Someone that has a mix of street smarts and book smarts to me is smart. Because someone came in the other day and they were talking about like, oh, they were saying like Africa, uh, basically they were trying to say that black people had the lowest IQ, basically. And I was like something popped up. It was like a light bulb that popped up in my mind. I was like, black people may have the lowest IQ in Africa, right? But I bet your ass if I swapped you with an African, like if I took if we took you right now in your cozy home and just snapped a finger and you was in Africa and we switched you with an African, that African would figure out how to keep your lights on, right? They would figure out how to thrive in your environment, but you would die in a month in Africa in one of those huts, you know? But you're supposed to be smarter than them. You see what I'm saying? You're supposed to be smarter, you know? So, like, I just feel like smart is not just, I think it's emotional intelligence. Well, there's seven beings to us. There's seven beings within ourselves. You have the identity self, which is like you have to learn who you are, right? You need to know yourself, how you are, your quirks, whatever. And then you have your mental being, then you have your emotional being, you have your physical being, you have your financial being, you have your sexual being, um, and you have your spiritual being. I think being in touch with all of those beings and having some books and street smarts makes you smart. I think so. I really do. Yeah. You said voice of a poet, mind of a scholar, body of a warrior, soul of a knight. Yeah, like it's there's a lot that goes into being smart, in my opinion. You know, I even think like when people troll and you like it's so much stuff to learn. Someone that is always open to learn, perhaps. Maybe I know I didn't answer your question like straight up, but like it's just so much more to just being smart. She said so Nikola Tesla. Maybe. I heard like well I don't know because Nikola Tesla was getting his shit robbed, so his financial intelligence wasn't the best. Yeah, he was constantly getting his shit stolen from him. So I don't know about him. I don't know about Nikola Tesla. Smart man, but couldn't read the room when he was getting used. Yeah, he was in it for the. You said bro was in it for the love of the game. Yeah, he was in it. Yeah, like but you said now girls look. I was talking about this the other day, not on live though. I was talking about this the other day. I said that women used to be different. I feel like, and you know something that's crazy to me? Let me see. The spiritual being, I'm going to talk about the girls, but I'm going to read what Count said. The spiritual being has mostly to do with religion or beliefs in God. No. Mm-mm. Has nothing to do with God or your religion. Not at all. Not at all. No. I think maybe it's like your acceptance of the natural order of things, um, respecting the universe, which actually to me is God. Because if you worship the universe, like okay, look. I'm not gonna stay on this God topic. I'm not. Let's keep it scientific. Because when you start talking about God, people come in and they feel a certain type of way or whatever. But like universally, when we speak, our voice is vibrations. It goes into the universe, and we scientifically have proven that your voice moves the waves on this planet. Your voice moves the universe, as above, so below. Meaning that our voice can stretch to the highest frequency of energy, which that is known as God, right? So having good morals, good sense of character, that has nothing to do, like religion does teach morals and religion does teach character, right? But you don't have to study or be a part of a religion to study or develop good morals and good character. You could study Marcus Aurelius's meditations. That's not a religion. That's a man who literally walked around with his notes and wrote down what he felt was just. So spiritual being has nothing to do with religion or belief in God. You said I'm an atheist. Yeah, here we go. Here they come. Here they come. But anyways, let me see if I can switch that. I'm switching topic. I'm not going that God stuff. Do you like Jesus? Yeah, Jesus is cool, I guess. I mean, I don't think much about him. Um, is power evil? No. No. I don't think power is evil. Do you think power is evil? I don't think so. I don't think power is evil. Do you think power is evil? Inherently, yes. Why do you think inherently power is evil? Why do you think power is inherently evil? I'm so curious about this. Which power, like power from Chainsaw Man or just power? I mean, power is power. Power is power. You know? Social power. No. I don't think social power is evil at all. I don't think that's evil at all. Um, no. It goes back to your spirit. What's in you? It goes back to what's in you. You said you would finish talking women. Okay, I got you. I feel like so while these guys sit back and they talk about power, I'm gonna yap about women, and I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna read you guys comments on what y'all believe about power. So I would like for you guys to continue to say, because he said power is inherently evil. And I don't agree with that. So, but I would like, while I yap about women, I would like for you guys to debate that so I can read that when I come back. I was looking at, like, I feel like women were so unique at one point. I think the 2010s was a unique time period for women. We will end the 2020s where women literally look the same, like carbon copy. I was just like 3 lives ago saying that I had never seen a beautiful Indian woman. Literally, I'm on Instagram, and I see this fine ass Indian girl, but when I stared at her, I was like, she looked like Nicki Minaj, like a young, skinny Nicki Minaj. And I'm just staring at it, and I'm just like, all these girls look the same. I'm like, they all look the same. And then it made me wonder, I was like, why is it that all women just look the same now? Like, what happened? And then it hit me. Back in the 2010s, what is the difference between the 2010s ladies and the 2020 ladies? And it's very, very simple. It's so fucking simple of what it is. Pictures versus videos. Pictures versus videos. See, in 2010, women relied heavily on pictures, right? That was like the IG model really came out in 2017. Like, the IG model popped up in 2017. These girls had to make their themselves look larger than life with pictures, not videos, pictures. This is before they figured out that they could just like literally walk in the camera with their ass showing and it'll get thousands of likes, right? So they had to have a certain aesthetic about them, right? That was just entirely different from the other girls. They had to stand out, right? That's why it was called IG model, because they brought, like, they were like on a level at the when they first came out, they were on the level of a model. Like, it was like crazy, you know? But then the 2020s happened, and then it converged from pictures to videos, right? And the videos have the same filters. So when these girls look at themselves, they're trying to match the filter, and it makes them all look the same. Like, it just hit me. I was like, they have the same filters, same phone, you know? And then when they see a girl that looks slightly different, they're like, what did you do to get like that? So I can copy you. Same BBLs, same doctors, same tits, same ass. Like, there's nothing. Like, it's because it's video. When I get off this live, because I like to yap to Chat GPT a lot. I wonder, I want to talk about that. Like, why, like, what's the, and that's good for me to know too. Like, for anybody who wants to do YouTube or I don't know, anything. There is a vibe to pictures. There's a vibe that pictures do. Like, it's something about pictures. But that's what made me realize it, because I did see a hot Indian chick, but she looked like everyone else. And I was just like, damn, all these girls look the same. You can go where I can go. Like, it's a look. Like, do y'all get, it's a look. Like, I don't know. They all look the same. They all look the same. But in the 2010s, they didn't. All right. I'm about to read you guys' comments. Now. Hopefully, y'all talked about power. I almost muted my boy. I'm sorry. Ooh. Okay. What does inherently mean? A, Smitty Kinfolk, you looking forward to the Manny versus Floyd fight, even though both of them waited too late to pull the trigger on this fight? Even though I would wait. Manny Pacquiao's fighting Floyd Mayweather again. Are you serious? You're too dark. I am. I have a girlfriend named Melody, and I'll do anything for her. I would sacrifice my own life to save her. Wait. Y'all on some shit right now. We was talking about power. You talking about you would sacrifice your life? I have a girlfriend named Melody, and I will do anything for her. I will sacrifice my own life to save her life in a life or death. She wouldn't do that for you. Oh my God. She wouldn't do that for you. Calm down, Brody. She ain't gonna do that for you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. She ain't gonna do that for you, dog. She gon' You gonna sacrifice your life. She gonna mourn you. She gonna bury you if you lucky. And then she gonna hop on the next dude. I'm sorry. Anyways, he said, yes, bro. They all have the same facial features. Kind of weird. Yeah, bro. Yes. Social media facts. Yeah. Way past overdue. I'm not interested in the fight myself, but I will still watch it. They're fighting. Manny Pacquiao and Floyd is fighting again. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to see that. They're trying to get money. I don't want to see that shit. Read my comment. I did love seeing you roll with your tight Spider-Man rash guard. Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. You're right, Ghost. I read everyone's comments. But I have to yap sometimes to let the comments get big. Do you like Patty Pimblett? How would you rate his ground game? That last fight he had with Justin Gaethje was ass, bro. Like, he needs to desperately work on his striking. Like, oh my goodness, that was both of them. That fight was terrible. Like, I was watching it and I was just like, I see why Dana White is just so annoyed with the UFC. I see why. Like, just that was a terrible fight. It was terrible. That fight was like if you're looking for a slugfest, a brawl, cool. But like technique wise, it was terrible. But Patty Pimblett's game it was terrible. Yeah, bro. In New York City, they all look like young Miami or Nicki Minaj. I'm telling you, bro. But like there was this one chick, she was fine as hell. Like she still looked different. I think it's something about pictures. Like I think if you emphasize pictures, that right, like in your brand, you emphasize photography, you're gonna develop an aesthetic about you. In 2010, I would see a new crush every day. Shit, like, well, no, because in 2010 it wasn't like social media. Like it was still the local chick, you know. Like it didn't really like girls were virtually touchable up until about 2018. That's when the shift happened. But 2016, like everyone always talks about 2016 because it was just easy. Everything was easy. Everything was easy to get your hands on. Not just girls. It's just everything was easy to get your hands on. Now everything is hard to get your hands on, and when you get your hands on it, it's mediocre. It's not even that good on anything. You know? Would you say Patty has a decent chin? I think no, I don't think he has a decent chin. I don't think he has a decent chin. I think he definitely would get knocked the fuck out by Taporia. I think Gaethje is definitely gonna get knocked the fuck out. Definitely getting knocked out. Yeah, like I don't want to, like, bro, like I don't want to see that fight. Like when I watched it, and Gaethje kept like I was like, oh man, bro. I was not impressed. I was thoroughly disappointed. Watching that. Thoroughly. Yeah, no way Justin is the champ right now with that sloppy striking. Thought he cleaned it up. Justin had way better striking. Has he gotten that old? Like, you're with Trevor Whitman. Is Trevor Whitman like overrated or something? Anyways, I hope to see you blow up bro, and make it to the UFC. You got the skill. Hopefully, I'll see you there. Hopefully, I think I'll probably I can see myself being in the UFC in like 5 years. To be honest with you, I wanna speed run that shit, dude. Like I don't want to be in there for long. I'm letting you guys know right now. Right now, like once I get the title, if I lose one time, I'm gonna fight and try to get the title back. If I lose, I'm retiring. If I'm on a losing streak, I'm retiring. If I go to the UFC and I'm on a losing streak, I'm retiring. I'm gonna I made it. I made it. Y'all saw me on the big screen. But if I'm on a losing streak, retiring. Get the championship, lose the championship, lose trying to get the championship back, retiring. There's no point of like, I don't know. I don't like if Israel Adesanya would have retired when he should, like when he was on top, or when he like I don't know. These dudes stay in too long. No, they stay in too long. Remember when Izzy, like, he lost and he was like, I'm not leaving. I'm staying. And then he got knocked the fuck out again. Like, bro, you gotta have a love for it. No. Absolutely not. No, you have to be smart. It's like MMA is not boxing. These dudes are not making money. Oh, let me see. Ilya would have sent him to the gates. Yeah. Who you got? Max. Ooh. I got Charles Oliveira. Max has pillow hands. I got Charles Oliveira. Charles is going to walk him down, and Max has no power in his hands. And eventually, Charles is going to grab him and submit him. That's what I think. The only reason why Charles lost to Ilya Topuria, and I knew he was going to lose to Ilya Topuria, was Charles gets dropped every fight, and Ilya Topuria has dynamite in his hands. I knew that was coming. 100%. I knew that was happening. In a strictly boxing match, Crawford or Ilya, I think Crawford's too big for Ilya. I think Ilya would give him some trouble, kind of, but Ilya Topuria is a fan of boxing, that studied boxing, that got good, but he's not a boxer. I like if Ilya Topuria literally fought Crawford and actually knocked Crawford out, he's the greatest athlete I've ever seen in my life. The greatest athlete. The greatest athlete of fight sports of all time to me. He would be the perfect fighter, in my opinion. But boxing is a different game, man. Boxing is a different game. You said strictly boxing, Terrence Crawford is gonna smash Topuria, no contest. Yeah, Crawford is like twice height. It's not height. It's just Crawford is a boxer and Crawford is a fighter. There's a difference between a boxer and a fighter, and Crawford is both. There's a difference. Floyd Mayweather is not a fighter. Floyd Mayweather is a boxer. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Mike Tyson was a fighter. He wasn't really a boxer. Like when he was young, he was a boxer, kind of. He knew the system, but he was a fighter, okay? You said they could do MMA, and I got Crawford. Nah. Crawford gonna get knocked the fuck out in MMA. Nah. Are you gonna be impervious to your opponents trying to get you to brawl with them? What about crowd booing you if they think you're grappling too much? Oh no. Oh yeah. Well, you wanna know something? I don't think the crowd. I think everyone actually will go crazy when it goes to the ground. Like my goal right now as an amateur is to, like, I'm really zeroed in and focused to finishing the fights. So I want to develop a reputation where everyone knows I'm trying to finish the fight. You know, if they boo me, I don't think I would care. I don't think I would care because I know that I'm trying to finish the fight. That's why it's just so important to me to finish these fights. It's important to get the finish, knockout, submission. It's so important to me. Y'all don't understand how important that is to me. Like, you must finish the fight. You must overwhelm the opponent, and you must finish the fight. Because if you finish the fight, you're gonna sell tickets. If everyone knows that this fight is gonna be a dog fight, but eventually, somehow, some way, I'm gonna get a submission. When it hits the ground, I feel like people are gonna like lean up because they're gonna be like, okay, what is Smitty gonna do in this scenario to get this submission? You know? And I might even be gangster about some shit and call out submissions too. I think I might do some shit like that. Because I did that in my last fight. I told him, I said, if I don't get him in the first round, I'm going to submit him in the third round. I didn't know what it was going to be. Well, I knew I was going to ninja choke him. That's what I wanted to do, but I caught him on my bad side when I got to the ninja choke. If I would have got him on my right side, I would have finished it in the first round. But yeah, you said, ill, you're such a grappler. Oh yeah, no, bro. I'm telling you, dog. Like, I'm not gonna give a damn if you boo me. I won't give a fuck. I won't care. Because I know. You wanna know something crazy? I don't even consider myself a grappler. I am a submission artist. That's what I consider myself. That's all I care about. Like y'all don't understand. It's not the grappling that I get off on. It's the submission. Y'all, like, I get a real high in my mind. It's almost like busting a nut. Dead ass. When I submit people. I need y'all to, like, just to bring y'all where I'm at with that. That's how it feels. When I submit people. It's like busting a nut. It feels that good to me. My record for jiu-jitsu is like, I think I have like 60 wins. No, 59 wins, all submissions, and one win by point. Like, I'm that confident that if I was going against someone and I didn't submit them, like they escaped a bunch of submissions dealing with me. But eventually, I want to get some knockout power because I promise you guys, like, at a press conference, because I know I'm gonna be talking shit. I know people are gonna love me when I get on the mic. But like, I don't want to be like a Kobe Covington. I don't want to be like a Sean Strickland. I want to have the ability to ask my opponent, do you want to get knocked out or do you want to get submitted? I want to have that ability and have the skills to back it up. That's what I want to be able to do. So I've been like working really hard to get my striking up. I actually posted a Muay Thai clip and I got to show off like my head movement today. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but I was really happy to post that. You said, nah, yeah, Charles usually has to survive their biggest hit. Max Holloway just has pillow hands. Max Holloway, but like, I didn't think he was going to get knocked out by Topuria. I didn't think Topuria had that in him. I was like, you ain't about to fucking knock out Max Holloway, dude. I was like, hell no. But then he knocked out Max Holloway, and I was like, oh shit, you know? Max Holloway has some power, bro. He floored Gaethje mid-octagon. Bro. That was a tired Gaethje who stood still, and he got a nice, good hit, you know? Max Holloway has pillow hands, bro. Pillow hands. Straight pillow hands. You said Crawford is piecing up Topuria. Yeah. Watch his highlights before UFC. His finish was slams and ground and pound. Who? You said jiu-jitsu has been so weak in the UFC lately. It's because jiu-jitsu guys need to figure out, like I'm telling you, Ilia Topuria is what every jiu-jitsu guy needs to go through. That's what you need to go through. He's a grappler. Ilia Topuria started off submitting everybody when he was in the amateurs. And he focused really hard on his boxing, and now he's knocking motherfuckers out. But everyone forgets that Ilia Topuria is a submission artist. That's what Ilia Topuria is. He's not a boxer or a puncher. He's a submission artist. So that's where I want to go. I'm watching Ilia Topuria, and I'm like, this motherfucker done figured it out. Like, if you are, I always say it when I teach MMA. I always say it. If you want to submit someone in MMA, you have to beat their ass standing first. You must beat their ass standing first. Or PG-13, you have to submit them on the feet first. You have to box them. You have to outbox them first. So their arms is raising up because they're afraid of your punches, and now you can take them down. You have to. You have too many jiu-jitsu guys coming in the game, and jiu-jitsu is it's almost kind of like the Wing Chun of MMA at this point, you know? Like, people say Wing Chun don't work, but it do. Wing Chun, however, is the last thing. It's the last, stage of something. And that's jiu-jitsu, too. Jiu-jitsu is the last stage of something. And then you get to use your jiu-jitsu. So, yeah. You said Crawford will fuck you up, no gloves. Yeah, Crawford is a fucking beast, dude. I'm such a fan of Crawford. You said Mikey Musumeci sucks. Mikey Musumeci, me and the homegirl think he gay. I'm gonna fucking say it. Fuck it. Like, he be doing some sus shit. Like, I be looking. Like, did you see when he was on the UFC BJJ? He came out with pasta, and him and the dude started eating pasta together. I was like, that looked like some Lady in the Tramp shit. Do y'all know what Lady in the Tramp is? That infamous meatball scene when they were sucking on it and they accidentally kissed. I was like, Mikey, why did you come out like that? Why did you do that? Why did you come out with pasta trying to eat it with another man? I know you got some, I know he's nice, but that was some weird shit. I was like, you a bottom. Mikey, you a bottom. You gotta be. That was weird. You saying Gordon and the Gordon Ramsay guy? Who? Are you talking about Gordon Ryan or Gordon Ramsay? Who? Crawford surprised the world and beat Canelo. There's no way anybody from the UFC is beating Crawford, vice versa. If Crawford went to the octagon, even with a small dude like Mighty Mouse, game over. Nah, Crawford is smart. Crawford said, did y'all see when he was on Joe Rogan? What he at? Do y'all know what Crawford fears? Crawford said it. He said he doesn't want to get kicked in the leg. He said he does not like that. And then on top of that, Crawford downloads his opponent. Crawford's doesn't take people out in the first 3 rounds, you know? So Crawford needs some time to download his opponent, and then he takes him out. You know, there's an art to the way Crawford moves, and I don't think he would do well in the UFC. You say, yes, bro. Piotr Jan. What about Piotr Jan? Can someone develop knockout power? Ooh, such a great question. Oh my God, such a great question. This is such a great question. Everybody, this is such a great question. Let me cough for a quick. That's such a great question. Can someone develop knockout power, or is it more the body type natural gift? If it can be developed, how can a smaller guy develop it? You can 100% develop knockout power. This is a concept that I have been working on. Someone asked me, Smitty, how is your striking gotten so much better? It's because I want to prove this concept. It's called the kinetic chain. The kinetic chain I wish I had like an anatomy for this, dude. I've been studying the fuck out of this because I know like if I could just do it, it's gonna make me so much money. It's gonna make me so much money. I'm putting that like when I have like a membership only, I'm putting out my membership only. That's not gonna be out for free. But I'll tell you the concept though, because I'm still trying to work on it. It's called the kinetic chain. So you have to understand the kinetic energy is us pushing. Like you first need to understand the concept of kinetic energy. Okay. So you have the floor, right? So you have this floor. And when you push off the floor, that's kinetic energy, right? The way you manipulate that energy from the floor is the concept of where the knockout is happening. The problem is that we leak energy. We leak energy through our punch. And so during the transfer from the foot all the way to the fist, something that we do like pushes the energy out, and therefore you don't get. God, I got the hiccups. Therefore, you don't get the knockout. Okay. So yes, it's called the kinetic chain. This is a concept I've been working on. And I have been really obsessed with this concept. I have been obsessed with the kinetic chain. But first, you have to develop good like boxing mechanics, and I've been studying boxing heavily for that. I think you could develop it. Someone said I think you can develop it, but like it's in you too. True, and like your type's true. Coach Z recommends like a punching bag to develop punching power. Yeah, but it's a little bit more than that. It's so much stuff to develop. First off, it's your ankles. It's your no. It's the ball of your foot to your ankles. So you have the ball of your foot, your ankles. Then it goes to your knees. Then it goes to your hips, and you have your abs, your obliques, and your lats, and your upper back and the lower back. Then it transfers up to your shoulders, your triceps and biceps, your forearms, both sides, and then your fist. A little bit of your wrist, and then your fist. So you need to be able to be in tune with all of that. It just takes time. It takes time. But I've been studying that so heavily. I want to do that so bad. The problem with UFC grapplers, they don't attack subs or ground because I'm gonna tell y'all something I learned. When you go for ground and pound, you can easily lose a position. When you go for subs, this is gonna shock you guys, but going for subs is tiring. Me trying to submit you tires me out. It's tiring. And so these guys get to a good position and they're not like savvy in their submission game. And they're like, fuck that. I'm not going nowhere. I'm a lay and pray your ass. You said, honestly, I've been wrong a lot. I lost money on the Izzy versus Strickland fight. I lost money on the Canelo versus. You said I lost money on the Canelo versus Crawford. And I lost money on the Tyson Fury versus Wilder. Won lots of money. Well, I knew Canelo. I knew Canelo was gonna lose. Izzy versus Strickland. Yeah, I probably would have lost money on that one. I think I would have lost money. And then Fury versus Wilder. I wouldn't have paid money for that one. I wouldn't have bet on that one. You say yeah, it's like hitting the buzzer beater, probably or clutch, and one a free throw, and probably even a greater feeling out. Oh, when I was telling you guys must be commenting right now. Oh yeah, you guys, holy shit. Yeah. I had to scroll down and see what you guys are talking about. Let me see. Yeah, Jimmy. You said Fury versus Wilder was a robbery the ref gave. Yes, he did. Fury did give Wilder. No. The ref did give Fury time to get up. Yes, that's true. Ilya Smith, who I was talking about with the slams and ground and pound. Oh yeah. I got you, T. I got you. Thanks. I'll look at his artwork. Well, John Jones isn't a knockout artist, and he's still strong as fuck. Well, he's a specimen. Jones has that slow twitch muscle good for grappling and stamina. John Jones is like a boa constrictor. He ragdolled Cormier. That's a different athlete. That's a different level of a human being. He doesn't count. He doesn't count. Yeah, Coach Z said just using a punching bag, you'll develop good punching power. He's a famous coach. I watch his live streams too. He's very knowledgeable. I think it is deeper than punching bags though. Like it's accuracy. Um and then also Ghost, it's because I shadow box a lot. It's the ability to miss your punches too, and the positioning. Positioning really matters too. So it's not like you can hit on the heavy bag all day, but you need the knowledge of positioning, and you need the knowledge of when you miss a punch, how to recover how to recover right back to stay in position. It's all positioning. Um, Let me see. So Ilya mastered that. That's why his legs and his whole body looked so engaged every punch. Yeah, Ilya really embodied. Um, he embodied the boxer mentality. He's so fucking good, dude. He's like he is one of my biggest inspirations for trying to develop a good striking. Cause to see a grappler strike on the level that he has, just having that in your pocket where you're such a good, you're just that good. That's how good I want to be with my striking. The end of a whip can move faster than the speed of sound. As the energy travels down the whip, it concentrates into a thin tip, accelerating at supersonic speed, which creates a small sonic boom. So relax, don't tense, basically. Fast twitch knocks out guys with that one hitter quitter. Fast twitch knockout guys with that one hitter quitter are guys like Alex Pereira, Francis Ngannou, Conor McGregor. But John Jones would take all them out. Just focus on your natural gifts. True, but I believe you can develop knockout power. You can develop all that. I don't think it's like our bodies is an instrument, man. And I believe if you work really hard, you can develop that knockout power. Well, the question for Z was if you could pick one item to develop punching power, what would it be? Oh, I see. One item? That's a good question. I guess it would be a heavy bag. Nah, for punching power though. But the question was for punching power. Yeah, no, heavy bag is smart. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it does make sense because you train ricocheting. Yeah, no, that does make sense. Yeah, it's true. I agree. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I definitely agree. What else? Yeah, I agree with that. But the kinetic chain, I want to talk about that next live. That's something. Where's my pencil? Yeah, I want to talk about that when I'm full of freaking energy. By the way, tomorrow's Sunday, right? I don't train tomorrow. What time do you guys want me to get on tomorrow? I live in California, and I'll have a lot better sleep. I felt pretty low, but you guys woke me up though. But I felt, and I'm gonna get some honey too tomorrow. I'm gonna write that down, Ghost. I'm gonna take that on live. Honey, yeah, you gonna see me get. I'm gonna get honey. I'm gonna do that live. I want to talk about the Connect chain. Um, plyo push-ups. Yeah, I think, man, we're gonna talk. We are going to. I'm gonna save it. I'm not gonna go too deep into it. But I'm gonna wait till we're an hour or so inside of the live stream where we're all in here together, and then I'm gonna talk about that kinetic chain. My point is that John Jones doesn't have the knockout power, but he's at the top. I don't think anyone in the history of MMA or anyone currently in MMA could beat John Jones. Jones is such a beast that he literally has no competition past or present. Well, John Jones' IQ is what you're praising right now. These guys, but the thing that I feel is Ilia Toporia's IQ is up there with John Jones. I really believe that. I really believe that if Ilia Topuria was John Jones' height, he would beat John Jones. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. That's controversial as fuck, but I'm going to tell you why. John Jones doesn't respect the preparation. He never really had to prepare. John Jones got lucky being a freak athlete. Like, because everyone talks about him against Gustafsson, right? He literally jumped off the couch to fight Gustafsson. I don't think so. If Topuria was John Jones' size, I think, and Topuria does what he does, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. And I'm not even, and Topuria is not even my favorite fighter. It's Charles Oliveira and Islam Makhachev. It's just that the way that man prepares for a fight, his style, what he does is kryptonite to what John Jones does. John Jones is a natural, talented, smart athlete. Like, he's been in the game for so long, he just knows what to do because that cage is his home, right? But what Topuria did was he came into the home and he studied all of the cabinets, you know? You say he ain't beating, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I think he would beat John Jones. I think John Jones wouldn't take him serious, and I think John Jones would lose that fight. That's what I think. If John Jones took that fight serious, then that's a different debate. But knowing how irresponsible John Jones is, he will not take that fight serious, and he would get knocked out. Will he get knocked out? No, he would lock in. I don't think he would get knocked out. He would lock the fuck in, though. But I think he would lose. Yeah, I think he would. I think he would lose that fight. Yeah, I think he would lose. I have respect for the way Topuria, like, studies the game. I love oh my God, y'all don't understand. MMA is a preparation sport. People don't know that part. They don't know that part. It's preparation. It's all preparation. It's a preparatory sport. You said, but at the size difference now, Jones is, oh, fuck yeah. No. Oh, I'm not that delusional now. I'm not that delusional. Jones would kill Topuria. Jones would kill anybody right now. Oh no, it's no contest at this point right now. I think Topuria believes he could even knock out Francis Ngannou, but like, no contest. How did you score Reyes versus Jones? I remember I'm gonna have to rewatch that fight. Because everyone, like, see, you wanna know my issue is? Let me tell you my issue. All of these dudes that almost beat John later didn't do nothing. You get what I'm saying? They struggled with other guys. And John never struggled. So it's like, I mean, are we gonna keep complaining about guys who almost beat John who didn't have a successful career afterwards? I don't know. How did Dr. Umar even get close to Joe Biden to fight him? I don't believe that. When Crawford was starting out, Tim Braley said he boxed him, turned it up, and Crawford still outmatched him. Crawford is a phenom. Crawford is a fighter. Crawford is a fighter. Crawford grew up fighting. That's the difference. Crawford is a fighter first. He is a fighter first. He ain't no boxer. He come in, Crawford uses his boxing to whoop your ass in the brawl. That's what he does. That's why it throws everybody off, because they're thinking they're just coming to box, and suddenly he's swinging on you. It's like, whoa, what's this? Jones has those freakishly long arms, and he knows how to use them. John Jones' arms are literally like two lethal constricting pythons, bro. And even with Ngannou inside insane power, Jones is too smart. No, I think Jones would have beaten Ngannou. No. You ain't got to convince me on that one. I think John Jones would have beat Francis Ngannou. It would have been a fucking great fight to see, but I think John Jones would have won. And Strong, because, yeah, he would have won. And Strong Jones is getting Ngannou out of it. No. You said World War III ended fast as hell. That motherfucker Trump don't play. Did something new happen? Guys, we were at 19 likes. Can I get... We ended the live last time with 24 likes. Can we get 25? I would like to get 25 before I hop off. I'm at 15%. We're past 2 hours. But I'm going to talk to you guys in for a little bit longer. Y'all got to give me credit. Y'all got to give me credit. I might be low bat, but I told you guys I was going to stay on for 2 hours because I love you guys that much. Anyways, World War III, like, what happened? Because I know Trump killed the, he killed the leader. Like, not the leader, but, like, he hit some main targets. I was saying that earlier. I said, we got to give Trump his credit, dude. Like, before he goes out and he declares something on people, he jumps up and he kills the person that would have retaliated against us. He does that a lot. You know, to me, if I was another leader, I'd be scared of that motherfucker, dude. Because, like, he going to drop an airstrike on you and then convince everybody that it was the correct thing to do. Like, I knew, like, I'm still going to read you guys' comments. I knew that Trump, this is what I was saying. People are like, why do you support Trump? I said, I do and I don't. I told people I supported Trump for his foreign affairs. I said, we need a leader that can deal with these dudes that do not think women should exist in a way, you know? How would have Hillary Clinton or Kamala Harris dealt with this shit? Do you think Iran would have gave a fuck what Kamala Harris had to say? Keep typing what you're typing. I'm gonna read your comments. Just let me yap, and then I'm gonna come down and read your comments. I'm just saying. I hate it, but I knew that he was a right fit when I heard my liberal homegirl. She called me up. My liberal homegirl doesn't like him, and I heard a change in her tone that I've never heard before. She said, you know, like, I sat back and I've been so invested in the Israel, the Palestine, and all this stuff. And when I saw that Iran, because I didn't know nothing about what was going on with Iran. I knew nothing, right? She said, when I saw that Iran was killing these people and this, I was like, we have to do something, right? And then she said, and then right when I said it, the next day I wake up, Trump bombed Iran. And then she was like, I don't know how I feel about that because, like, she said, like, it was a hard pill to swallow, but I felt that that was the correct thing to do. Blew my fucking mind. It blew my mind to hear her say that. Blew my mind. We're talking about hardcore liberal, F Trump, but she got to a point where she was like, she was just so exhausted of fighting online about this stuff that she wanted something to happen. And when she woke up and she saw what happened, like, she was with it. And it blew my mind. I was like, and I told her, I said, you know, like, how many lives is going to get lost because of this? And then she was just like, I was like, damn, there's some crazy shit, dude. Anyways, crazy shit. Let me see. Pereira has faced far better competition than Jones did. The sport has evolved a lot since then. That is true. I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. Alex Pereira is a way more exciting champion. I think Alex Pereira is a fucking legend, to be honest. A fucking legend. If the UFC pushed their athletes like they used to, Pereira would be way bigger. Jones is strong. Just because you don't get that knockout power don't mean you ain't strong. Jones just has that brute strength, yeah. Jones is a beast, dude. Jones is a killer, that's what. See, that's the difference. Like, you got, like, let's talk about that. So you have guys that come in, and there's certain things, like for me, for example, I think, like, the better I get, like, overall, I am a submission artist. So, like, I'm constantly looking for the opportunity to catch your ass slipping. You know, I think so for you guys to understand, the way I grew up is I grew up playing chess. I grew up being the smallest kid. I grew up having to finesse my way out of things, and I walk away laughing when I get my way. So the way I grew up, like when I got into jiu-jitsu, submitting people is a form of literally a small representation of my entire life. So submitting people is like something natural to me. When you look at Crawford grew up fighting in the street. Then he learned boxing. But at heart, he's a fighter. He's a brawler. So they called him a technical brawler. So he got so technical in boxing that he could get close to you using his technique just to whoop your ass. Like, fuck, like, incredible. John Jones, that man's a killer. He's a killer. I think that man is a serial killer. That, like, real talk. Like, if you look at when he was talking to Daniel Cormier, that one clip, he said, I would literally kill you. And he had a straight face about it. He said, I would kill you. Like, I really would. Yeah, that's why I don't think Jones is strong. Like, it's kind of hard. Like, when you know what you're trying to get to, right? There's a different game you playing, buddy boy. So Jones might not be that strong relative to his competition, but his will to kill you is stronger. So, like, look at what he did to Lyoto Machida. Lyoto Machida was a nice little karate Brazilian boy that was trying to just win a little championship, dude. He, like, honor. Jones came in to kill him. You know, like, it's different, bro. I'm liking this subbing, bro. Thank you. You said Chris Jones was straight ragdoll Pereira. Yeah, I know. It's because Pereira has no freaking ground game, so he is gonna lose. Yeah, I trust no politician. Trump, call him a. It's not about trust. It's about respect. With them, it's about respect. And I just yeah, that shit Kamala was doing, dude. We have real people that do not like us. They want to come and pillage and destroy and rape our women, you know? Like, no, absolutely not. No, and I just don't think Kamala would have been perfect for that, to defend that. Biden either, Like, I hate to say it, but I'm a strategist at heart, like I like having a little monster at the top. I like it. I personally like it. Cookies hoodie. Yep. I heard about John Jones because UFC was just on top of promoting. Yeah. Nah, yeah, you could almost see the anger fuming off him. I believed him. Yeah, I'm telling you, John was. You said, you mean John Jones is a psychopath? Okay, we could do that too. He's something though. He's something. John Jones is not a normal human being. There's a different game he's playing. You know, there's a different game that man is playing. You say, yeah, it's like knowing pressure points. Anyone can hit them right and it'll work. Right. You say you ain't moving Cormier around like a feather without being strong. Man, dude, there is a different game that boy is playing. Have you ever seen folks on PCP? Have you ever seen them? People say that they're oddly strong. How did the drug all of a sudden make you that strong? I just think John is playing a different game. That makes him strong. I think he's strong, but I think something else is going on, bro. Something else is wrong with him. Something else is wrong with that man. So, we're at 22 likes. All we need is what, 3 more likes? Who up in here hasn't liked the video quite yet? That'd be nice to see. 3 more likes. We got 6 folks in here so far. Yeah, my phone is about to die. I can't wait till the day we have like an actual setup. These live streams are gonna be such a treasure one day. These live streams are gonna be such a treasure one day. I promise you guys. I hope I want to say this, guys. Someone came in here and it was like, why don't you have this? Or they said an advertisement would be nice. You guys, we might be in the golden age of this live stream. I think like maybe once the cool upgrades happen and stuff, it's gonna be dope, But like, there's something honest about this right now. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you gotta love the startup, You gotta love the startup. I love it though. I love where we're at. It's a lot of comments, but it's not too many comments. I think Ghost, I think you said it too. You was like, you're doing a good job like responding to everybody, but one day you're not gonna be able to, I'm like, yeah, that's true. I'm like, yep, that's true. It's gonna get to a point where it's gonna be like, but then hopefully, we'll see. I think I'll still be able to read the comments. I don't know how it's gonna go. We'll see. All right, so I am sleepy, and I don't see no more comments rolling in, and I am ready to knock out. I'm gonna or maybe let me see. Yeah. Okay, so tomorrow Sunday, I'm about to take my ass directly to bed. I have nothing to do tonight. I'm gonna pop on. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna stop telling you guys what time I'm gonna pop on because I've learned that whatever time I say, I don't do. Tomorrow we're gonna talk about the Connect chain, and I'm gonna have some honey on in the beginning of live stream. take the honey, show Ghost that I took his advice, and I'm proud of myself. Ghost, you gotta give me some credit. I have been coming on live constantly for the past shit. It's been like a week or two, I think now. So I'm pretty happy with what I've been doing. Anyways, as always, at the end of these lives, if you haven't liked the live yet, go ahead and say it. You say I'm knocking out soon. Yeah, bro, I'm about to hop off right now. I'm like, I don't know how I made it to 2 hours, past 2 hours. As I always, I love you guys. Y'all know how this ends. I always gotta give you guys some love, because you never know. It sounds kind of sad and creepy, but it might be the last time we ever talk. You know, who knows? Maybe I'm gonna be on here tomorrow, and it reminds me of who's played video games before, and then you ask your friend like, "Are you gonna be on tomorrow?" They're like, "Yeah," and then that was like the very last time you spoke to that person. They never popped on ever again. You know, I've had many friends online that was like that. You know, and if I would have known that that was the last time we was gonna talk, I think I would have cherished that moment a lot more. You get what I'm saying? And I became one of those friends too that I haven't been online for 5 years, or yeah, I think 3 years or 2 or 4 years, you know? I mean, luckily some of them kind of follow me on social media and we get to kind of talk, but like that bond, you get what I'm saying? It's gone, you know? If you want to see me, if you guys want to see like the day-to-day stuff that I do besides the live stream to see what I'm talking about, I post constant like my stories on TikTok, and I post it on Instagram, so you can watch my stories, see what I do, and be a part of it. I think on TikTok and Instagram I have these little chat rooms that I'm gonna start posting a lot more on, but I think I'm gonna do the chat stuff also on YouTube. We'll see. But I'm gonna read you guys' comments, and then I'm gonna give you guys some love before I bounce up out of here. You said love, Smitty, thank you. Yeah, for real. Thank you. I'm always gonna tell you guys I love you. I'm always going to. I don't know you guys, but I feel like you never know. One day we all might be in a big ass room together, you know, just talking, you know, so you never know. You never know where it's going. You said, regardless of whether Jones is a psychopath or not, he's a UFC GOAT, and that makes him what? The baddest player on earth, the baddest person on earth. I agree with you. I'm just saying that Jones fights from a different. He's playing a different game. That's what I'm saying. You said, love you too, fam. That's what I don't like about online culture. Yeah, no, I feel you guys. So I love you guys. I'm gonna hop off. I'm going straight to sleep. I will be on tomorrow. I don't know what time, but luckily tomorrow I do not have any training. If I do any training, I'm probably gonna go to the gym, but that's not training. It's gonna have me fucking tired all day, you know. Tomorrow I'm gonna try to do. I think I want to do a 3-hour stream tomorrow. So I'm gonna be on a lot tomorrow. So love you too, bro. Good night. Thanks for the conversation, entertainment, of course. So I'm about to hop off. Y'all be safe. Boom. Love you guys. We out of here.